Attention is the primary asset of the modern economy. Yet right now, most of us are operating in a state of cognitive bankruptcy, pouring our focus into a bottomless drain of digital alerts and dopamine-driven notifications. We've all experienced the before state, an exhausting 8-hour day spent triaging Slack messages, emails, and meetings. You reach 5 o'clock feeling drained, only to realize you haven't actually created anything of substance. Callum Newport categorizes this as shallow work, the logistical coordination that turns us into human network routers. It's easy to confuse the friction of being busy with actual productivity, but deep work requires something different: cognitively demanding, undistracted focus that pushes your skills to their limit. This creates a paradox. We are working longer hours than ever, but because we spend our focus on low-value transactions, our professional output remains uniformly mediocre. In 2009, business professor Sophie Leroy identified the biological mechanism behind this exhaustion: attention residue. A quick 3-second glance at a text message leaves a cognitive stain on your brain, impairing your processing power for the next 15 to 25 minutes. This deconstructs the myth of multitasking. You aren't cleanly switching from task A to task B. You are running 2 degraded cognitive processes at once, effectively halving your brain power. Data from Gloria Mark shows the scale of the fragmentation. The average worker now switches tasks every 11 minutes, while our median attention on a single screen has plummeted to just 47 seconds. Mapping those 25-minute recovery curves over an 11-minute interruption cycle reveals the arithmetic of the modern office. You never actually clear the residue. You spend the entire day in a state of continuous partial attention. The modern workday is a structural trap. It ensures you are perpetually working through a layer of cognitive debris, keeping your performance at a fraction of your actual potential. This fractured state has a direct impact on the economic ledger. A career built on logistical coordination and fragmented effort produces zero new value and is easily replicated. If your primary value is rapid response, you are competing directly with AI systems designed to route those requests instantly, perfectly, and without fatigue. If you don't restructure your environment to produce at your absolute cognitive limit, you will inevitably be replaced by the very technology you are currently distracted by. Deep work isn't a personality trait or a sudden burst of motivation. It is a deliberate structural defense that must be engineered into your calendar. There are 4 proven architectures for this. The first is the monastic philosophy, the total, radical elimination of all shallow obligations to achieve extended immersion, the model used by computer scientist Donald Knuth. Then there's the bimodal philosophy. This involves alternating days or weeks between periods of extreme isolation and normal responsiveness. Psychologist Carl Jung used this to write his most complex works at a rustic retreat in the woods. The rhythmic philosophy transforms depth into a simple daily habit at a fixed time. Jerry Seinfeld used this consistency to write jokes every single day, removing the friction of deciding when to begin. Finally, the journalistic philosophy is a sniper approach. It requires the discipline to drop into deep focus the moment a 90-minute window opens in an erratic schedule, the method Walter Isaacson used to write his biographies. While your choice of architecture depends on your career, leaving your focus up to chance is a guaranteed path to failure. You can break the cycle of busyness by executing a rhythmic system override tomorrow morning. Block 90 minutes. Turn off every notification. Commit to zero context switching, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. Expect to feel an initial wave of boredom and anxiety when you don't check your messages. That is the feeling of cognitive residue finally clearing, and your mental capital being restored. Your attention is a finite, valuable asset. If you do not build walls to protect and invest it, the modern world will gladly bankrupt you.